Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to talk to you about burning events within Splinterlands. We saw the Great Burning 1.0. We're going to see some sort of version of the Great Burning 2.0. We talked about how you're going to be able to burn DEC to unlock soulbound cards. You already burn assets to make your guild buildings get bigger or your cards become more strong. Burning is a part of what Splinterlands is. And it's part of what really attracted me to the game in the first place. So I think while we're imagining what could be the next level or mechanism by which we decrease supply of assets within the game, let's get creative. And I saw a Discord chat recently that I thought provoked a conversation I wanted to have. I think there's more to it, or there might be more to it than just let's let the team come forward with their ideas around Great Burning. We've seen that the SPS proposal to hire Steam Monsters Corp to build a card burning event to provide Rift Forger packs and prizes. And this one's almost up for, the voting's almost complete on that one. But regardless of whether this comes forward or something else in the future, I think clearly, like I said, it's just a part of how this game operates. And so as I was looking through Discord the other day and I saw some points on card deletion, it got me thinking, because I've talked with Gathering the Magic and he's exposed, and also Silence, the guy has talked about the idea that you would delete soulbound cards and turn them into soulbound dust. And I think Splinterlands, the team, kind of heard that question or suggestion and is attempting to work that into what might become the soulbound, how soulbounds are handled. But then I see this in Discord and I go, yeah, like why not just regularly? Like, I mean, forget about this is a soulbound card. And yeah, it would be a DC burn. But why not the deletion of multiple copies to produce one new random copy? You would grab 5 randoms that you don't have a desire to hold on to from a common rarity, and you'd burn X amount of DEC. These numbers might be off, but you would burn a certain amount of DEC plus the cards, and you would produce one random common reward card. And I would go so far as to say that there should be some possibility of it turning that into gold foil, and maybe that means an additional voucher cost. The details can be nuanced. Don't take the numbers on the screen as, this is what it would have to be. But doesn't it make sense that something like this would be possible within the game of Splinterlands, which we've already just pointed to, whether it's your cards get burnt in order to level up, whether it's, you burn vouchers in order to get discounts on packs, whether it's, land burns grain and other resources in the production of other things. It's every level within this thing, the Great Burning events, etc., etc., etc. This is a part of what Splinterlands is. So let's continue to iterate on that, and let's be thoughtful about how we do, and let's give the players agency within how they execute those burns. One of the cool things about Splinterlands in the game mechanic of it, it's not just an auto brawler. People think that sometimes it's not. It's so much more, because I have to thoughtfully decide whether I want certain key cards to be leveled up or not. There are times when you can level them up and you choose not to, because one reason or another, maybe the next level has the same stats or very similar stats, but you have to put a certain amount of money into making it that next level. So you make a financial choice that will impact how you play, because you just truly don't see the added value in that. So that's that thoughtful exploration of how to handle the card burning within Splinterlands is absolutely part of what this game is. And so let's take it to the next level by giving players more agency, not just in the levels that they want to play at. Within gold you can play level 5, 6, 7, 8. You can play level 1 if you want, but are you going to win when you choose the lower? Sometimes the answer is yes. Obviously, a major break point here is the level 4. After that, you really want to get into that level 7, because the melee damage is going up on this particular card. And the same is true for every single card in this game. And if we start to think that through, go to that next level of, well, not only do we burn to upgrade, but we burn potentially to randomly get a different card that we might want. think that's interesting. And it's not as if we would be going out on a limb here in terms of reinventing the wheel. This is a mechanic that already exists, not just within Splinterlands in the ways that I described a moment ago and all the burn mechanics that are sort of undergirding what the economy is. But if we go not very far away into just looking at Splinter Forge, when you buy crates, they contain resources or bags. And then those resources, those items, they can be burnt. And if they are burnt in the I think it's called Reforge. Yeah. So within the Reforge window of Splinter Forge, you can just auto select or manually select. These are all cards that I own, and I have multiple copies of various options. And if I had the in-game currency to do it, I could just go ahead and I could go auto select Reforge max 20. So I've just selected 10. It looks like I have the money for 20. Let's do 20. Oh, that was 3,000 forge. I don't have 3,000 forge. That's the problem. So we're taking 18 cards and we're going to reforge them. We sign the transaction using Hive Keychain. It burnt my Forgium and it produces the new cards. Now the cards have an opportunity to become gold foil. They have an opportunity to be regular foil. That's the more likely probability. And they can become they're high level. And so I get rid of a resource that I didn't want, a card that I didn't need. It had no value on the marketplace. I wasn't going to sell it for anything significant. I didn't have a rental potential or value. And this is Splinter Forge, but I mean, of course this could happen within Splinterlands. This happens in other games too, by the way. When you go into Diablo, you can take Diablo 2 is a game that I played a lot of, and you can reforge gear. You can use runes to remove old things from old sockets, deleting those socket items forever. But it's this deletion of in-game items and creating new opportunities. Let's go ahead and reveal all, see what we got. Now these are all rares. And then these rares can themselves be reforged in the same manner using more Forgium, or again, within the context of Splinterlands, more DEC and more rare cards can translate into epics, and epics can turn into legendaries. And again, at every opportunity, there's a gold foil probability, not a huge one, but something. And so why not, within the context of some of these cards here, I get these soulbound cards, these are gladiators, but why not? Give me the option. Let me burn them and re-roll them. And I think even if from the perspective of the suggestion, if it was just 5 common rewards plus DEC to mint 1 common, I think that's a cool idea. I absolutely do. It's going to reduce supply, the large number of supply. People are definitely going to do that, seeking after certain key cards that they really want, burning duplicates of others that they don't want. But I think even more so, you would probably amplify the impact of such a new burn mechanism if you just introduced 5 commons can turn into 1 rare. Maybe it's a 10% chance that happens. Maybe it's a 100% chance that it happens, like in Splinter Forge. I don't know, but I'm saying, and again, I'm not co-signing these numbers exactly. I haven't thought through that side of it, but I haven't heard anybody talking about this. And I don't think we should just leave it up to the game and the company to think through what burn mechanics might look like. I love their innovativeness. I love their genius in this, but this is our game too. And I think they've come to us with respect to the Great Burning and number 2. And I think we need to be proactive in thinking through what we want the game to turn around on. Soulbound cards are a big part of that picture. And the next level for these things is important. This makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. God bless.